cat ball. Thank you. They've been setting off the flashlight, the cat ball, and the REM pod all before I recorded. I haven't even gotten the intro yet, but for good reason. I had a couple of messages on TikTok asking if I could do another investigation because I did the testing the ghost apps, but today I was going to go ahead and do an actual like little investigation here in my house because if you missed my first video, my house is over 100 years old. It's very haunted. It's got 3 confirmed deaths in the house, one of those deaths being Theo, and he is the main spirit that's very active in this house. He's super awesome. He's a cool dude. He's like very roommate vibes. Okay, he's also super protective. I feel like he's the one that like if something comes in from outside or while I'm doing an investigation and they're like not good, Theo's the one that kicks them out before I can even get there. So we are going to go ahead and see if Theo wants to hang out. Obviously, I do have devices going off already. I just don't know if it's Theo. I don't know yet, but we're going to find that out. Also, guys, happy December. They like it when I talk about them, but they don't like when I like ask them to do something, if that makes any sense. The bell that's down there, you guys can't see it. Let me yeah, that bell is a regular bell. It is not a dead bell because I can't afford one. But it's literally like a regular, yeah, it's like a regular bell, like you would see like on your teacher's desk. Sorry if I sound stuffy too. Like the temperature change here in Florida is really messing with my sinuses. I've had a headache all day. My nose has been super like I'm just basically swallowing sinus gunk, you know? I bet you if I pause the camera because I'm not getting anything, that's when something will start up again. They do that all the time. If I go live and I do my live tarot, by the way, which is on Saturdays, 8:30 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, unless we're doing an investigation, they're free. The tarots are free, the readings, the dowsing rod sessions, and I do it with my really good friends and crewmates, Tess and Bianca, who are also part of Haunted Florida. And that's on TikTok. So we do that every Saturday unless we're doing an investigation. But anytime during tarot, Theo loves tarot. He sets those EMF readers off like crazy. It's absolutely berserk. And then like he will confirm things, like if I'm giving somebody a reading and I like tell them what's going on or what's going to happen and whatnot and so forth, he confirms it. And he's like, yes, yes, yes. Like if I'm describing how that person is and they're like, oh my God, that's so accurate, Theo's also like, yes, 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 on the EMF reader. The REM pod goes off during tarot. They like the tarot readings. I'm gonna pause this and see if okay. So I'm gonna pause this and that's temperature. It's getting hot in here. I'm not taking off my clothes. I was talking about tarot and he's like, yeah. Thank you for setting off that temperature. It is warm in here. It's actually warmer in here than it is in the rest of the house, which is super interesting because it's usually vice versa. Like usually the office, being the most active spot as well, is super cold all the time. Like before I had like my office desk, my computer, all that stuff, my dad slept in here on the air mattress, and he is very conservative, like not haunted, not haunted. You know what I mean? Like he does not like to believe any of that stuff. The morning after, like he woke up and he walked out to the living room, he looked directly in my eyes and said, your house is haunted. He said it was so cold in that room, no matter what I did, that chill was to the bone. And I was like, me and my sister, because my sister was living with me at the time in my house, and we're just like, did this man just say that? Because like he denied my family home, our family home, so much, even though I had so much activity and experiences in that house as a child. I moved out as quick as I could and I never looked back. Like he would always try to explain it off. He would always try, like there's so many stories. You got to go to my TikTok. That's also at Haunted FL. Yeah, the family home shit is way worse than this house. This house is peaceful and calm and quiet, and the spirits here are like super chill. And then my family home, negative, disgusting, just like people got their hair pulled, pushed down the stairs. Yeah, Theo, he knows. I've told this story before. Like, this house is so much better than that house. You know, that's temperature again, so it's even getting warmer in here. Setting off the temperature, my friend. If you can set off the flashlight again, because I've never seen that happen in real life. We tried it at St. Augustine. We tried it at Wops Hops, which that video, if it's not out, it'll be out soon. And we ended up being able to debunk a lot of stuff, so there wasn't a lot of activity in retrospect in that place. Besides, the Estes methods were really accurate, really cool. But yeah, a flashlight did not work in either of those incredibly haunted places. But before, of course, I started recording, it was answering my questions, because I was like, it turned on, and I was like, holy crap, if that's you, that should turn it on. Turn it off. Boom, off. And I started talking about how it wasn't working in like these haunted places, and it turned back on again. And I was like, in my house, it's gonna work, but not in the St. Augustine Lighthouse, and not in the Wops Hops Brewery, which, if I believe, the guy said it's the like number 6 most like haunted building in Sanford, Florida, downtown Sanford. Like, that's wild. I'm gonna pause this for a second. I have got to cough. I plugged in my dead EVP recorder, and it's playing in the other room. Hold on. I'm taking you all with me. Ignore my messy ass and everything, okay? I just had a guest over. I have to clean all that.
Oh, I hope the EVP device picked that up, because that was super faint.
What the hell?
Can you tell us your name?
It's not turning off. There you go. You saw the battery flickering too. It was dead. What the hell? What the hell? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. Technology is confusing. Was it me? Was it them? I don't know. I don't really know. I'm back. Super weird. That's just so weird to me. I've never had that happen where it died on an investigation and I go and plug in and it just starts playing. Not even the audio that we just recorded, but the one from Wops Hops. Last Saturday. It's December 7th today. Okay, last Saturday was when that investigation was. Why would it start playing that audio? Something followed me home. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Nothing followed me home. Besides Theo. But I think he follows me everywhere. They just don't want to play with the devices anymore. They started off so strong. Like, before I started recording, in the beginning of the recording, they started off super strong, okay? But I could tell you some scary stories. Reddit scary stories. While the devices are set up. Why not? Right? Why not? This is the actual look of an investigation. We can be at someplace for hours, okay? And get 30 minutes tops of things going off. It's literally a waiting game. Like, I know my house is haunted. They open doors, they close doors, they move things, they make knocks, especially Theo. He is loud, okay? And sometimes they just don't. You know what I mean? But like, you can't force somebody to go up and touch a cat ball or a bell. Like, you can't do that. You can't force somebody to do that. If I was a ghost, I'd be like, no. Or sometimes I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna give them some good shit. Okay, I want them to be scared. But they know I'm not gonna be scared. So they're just like, maybe I'll touch it. Before you start recording, I'll touch it. And then I start recording and they're like, okay, peace, bye. So let's go ahead and switch this up a little bit, keep the devices rolling, keep them going, and I'm going to read y'all some Reddit scary stories. Okay, actually, I think I have a couple of stories saved from my followers. I could have swore I saw something going off over here, but I am not sure. Anyways, I have some stories from my followers that I can read to y'all. Because Reddit, I can't really trust Reddit, okay? I've had some weird things going on with Reddit, okay? People be freaking out. People be freaky with some ghosts, and I'm not really down for that. Because Reddit, you can, like, literally post anonymously and get away with murder. So I think I'm going to do my follower stories instead. Keep it PG-13, you know what I'm saying? So these people, I think, are mostly from Florida as well. A lot of my followers are my also fellow Florida peeps, but some of them are not. And I welcome you as well, okay? Florida may be full, but not on my page. You are welcomed anytime, any place, anywhere. Come to Haunted Florida, come be with me, and talk to dead people. Period. Okay, so we're going to go through and read these follower paranormal experiences. I haven't read fully everything yet. Like I did the first sentence, saved, did the first sentence, saved. You know what I mean? Because I got like 30 submissions for stories, and your girl does not like to read, okay? I'm being honest. I asked for them, but I don't like to read. I was hoping I would have like my sister or like Bianca read it to me because I'm like a little passenger princess when it comes to reading things. I just don't like to do it, okay? I don't like reading. But I read the first sentence on these motherfuckers, and they are giving me excitement, okay? Because some of y'all be going through it, okay? Maybe I can give you advice. Maybe I could give you some advice as a paranormal investigator and somebody who used to do house calls all the time and rid spirits in people's houses. Maybe I can help you out with this, okay? So the first one, that's right. The first one from Georgia. Miss Georgia, I'm right, like, up there, like, on the Florida-Georgia line. Okay, girl. So, hello. How art thou? Okay. Hello from Georgia, born and raised. Oh, and you currently live in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay. I live in a studio apartment in a big city, and it's relatively close to my job, so I don't have to drive if I don't want to. Ooh, that's nice. I have to drive an hour and a half every day to work. One way. So 3 hours in total. Okay. It literally copied me. Okay. I went, ah! do you guys like the spooky, scary stories? Cool. Okay, where was I? At my first new apartment, wait, where was I? Girl. Oh, so I don't have to drive if I don't want to. At first, my new apartment was perfect until recently. It's been about 3 months since I first moved in, and I finally decorated the apartment how I liked it. Although, at first, it was small happenings. That's usually how it starts. They're usually like, let's warm it up a little bit for you. Pun intended. Let's warm it up a little bit for you. Let's you know what I mean? That's usually how it starts. So she says, wait, she's a girl, right? I don't know. They said, we'll say they. Little creaks and bumps. Okay, yeah, pretty basic. Basically, I could explain it off as being an old building. Okay, the older the building is, guys, the less it'll settle. Okay, my house is over 104 years old. That bitch is done settling. Okay, and newer builds, you're going to hear a lot of settling. The older a building is, the less likely it's going to make a lot of settling noises. Obviously, like if you're living in California and you have like earthquakes and stuff, and after an earthquake, like your house might make some creaks or bumps or whatever because it's settling after that earthquake. But like, she's in Atlanta, baby. She's in Atlanta. There's no reason for creaks, bumps, rattles, whatever the fuck, okay? Where was I? Little creaks and bumps. Basically, I could explain it off as being an old building, but things are now starting to escalate. Shit. I added that. Yeah. I live alone with my 2 cats, and I've noticed them starting to act strange, like staring in one place for a long time, as well as meowing so loud, like they're in pain. Animals are super susceptible to the paranormal. They see more than we do, they hear more than we do, and they will react to it. Your animal might be the first indication that something or your place is haunted without you even realizing, other than like the small happenings, because they realize it first. They know. Same thing with children and babies. So if your child gets up in the middle of the night and says, "Mommy, there's a lady in black staring at me from the closet and she said come play," that's a sign you should probably get your house blessed, okay? Your kid isn't gonna make that shit up. I'm the kid. I would know, okay? They're not gonna make that shit up, alright? Okay, let's go on to the next one. Ooh, cat ball's going off. I just hit my vape, but the cat ball's going off. You're not gonna set anything else up. Okay. I've lost hope in these motherfuckers. Okay, I'm just excited about these stories. Alright, hello. Oh wait, that doesn't say hello. I was reading the first one again. This is why I don't like reading. I'm dyslexic. I'm 43, male, living in Tampa, Florida. Tampa, what's up, girl? Boy, what's up, man? Tampa, I just got done working in Tampa, and then next week I go back and work in Tampa again. So that's fun. I live right off the water, and it's the perfect home for my activities. Okay, I'm a very outdoorsy person, and recently more so because my home feels uncomfortable. Well, that took a turn for the worse now, did it? Man living in Tampa and 43 years old. Okay. I've been living in my house for over 10 years with no issues until my brother passed away. Oh, I see. The things that can attach to you in your darkest, deepest hole of emotions is bad. Trauma, grief, yeah. Entities like that shit, so that doesn't surprise me, especially if you're grieving a loved one. You can get a mocking type of spirit who can attach to you no matter where you are. Like, it doesn't matter if you go to the freaking grocery store, okay? There are spirits everywhere. And some of them are not so nice, especially based off the land, especially in Tampa, Florida. Y'all know about the native burial grounds and why they don't get freaking direct hits from hurricanes, okay? Like, that's a whole different side, a whole different urban legend. Let me know if you want to know about it. But yeah, you got a lot of Native American stuff going on in Tampa, especially. So no matter where you go, like, you're bound to carry a happy little backpacking attachment. So yeah, 10 years with nothing, and all of a sudden your brother passes away and shit hits the fan. Makes sense. I don't doubt it. I've been living in my house for over 10 years with no issues until my brother passed away. Maybe it's my fault because I tried to reach through him through a spirit board. I'm gonna call you John. John, I don't know if that's your name. John! Don't do that, John. Don't do that. Okay? John, it is your fault. I love you, man, but it's your fault, okay? That's where it came from. That's what happened. It wasn't the grocery store, it was the spirit board. Maybe it's my fault because I tried to reach through him through a spirit board. I hear what sounds like my past brother. Told you, a mocking spirit. I know my shit. I hear what sounds like my past brother, but I honestly don't think it's him. It's not. Here's why. Doors have slammed and I've watch things suddenly fall off my kitchen island so hard they break. Not only that, but I have been experiencing incredibly surreal nightmares of my brother dying over and over again. Did I F up? I can't take it anymore. Should I move? How do I hold your hand and say this, John? Moving will not help you. That motherfucker is attached to you, not your house. You invited an attachment the second you played with the Ouija board at your lowest mental state. I don't think Ouija boards are inherently bad all the time, but when you are at your lowest low, John, it's bad. You have got to go get a cleansing, okay? You have got to go talk to your freaking nearby pastor at your church or wherever your religion is or whatnot. Just go talk to a pastor. It doesn't matter your religion. Go talk to one. Go see if they can direct you in the path that best suits your religion. If it's them, then have them help you. But yeah, you definitely effed up, brother. You royally effed up. Yeah. I can see why you like the outdoors, because when you're doing something that brings you happiness and joy, that spirit's not going to show itself so prominently because you're showing happiness and joy, and it cannot feed off of that. Theo knows, brother. Thank you. He gets it. He gets it. Okay? He gets it, girl. We're going to go and read. Oh, gosh. There's 2 stories here that I really like. You know what? We're going to read both of them. We're going to read both of them. Screw it. Hi, I love your TikTok account, and it's giving me the courage to speak out about my paranormal experiences. Thank you. Thank you so much. I work really hard on that TikTok account. Like I said, my TikTok is HauntedFL, same as my YouTube name. So go hit me up. Go hit me up, girl. You're going to find some funny shit on there, okay? Okay. I am a little older, and things like this are very hush-hush when I was around your age. My dad was the same damn... He's still the same damn way, girl. Okay, I get it. I live in Ohio, but I'm not originally from here. When I was younger, my parents owned this very creepy house. I always saw things, especially out of the corner of my eye. Very common in people. Yeah, because you're more focused of what's going on in front of you and not to the side of you. When you're driving, you should be paying attention to your surroundings, FYI. But yes, people do happen to see shadow figures a lot more out of the corner of their eye rather than directly in front of them. So that's very common. Could be a trick of light as well, so keep that in mind. Not saying that this is what this is. Okay, not minimizing anybody's experiences at all, ever. No, not me. One night I was abruptly woken up to my hair being pulled. Girl, you should have made the ghost feel really awkward and say, do it again. No, I'm just kidding. I immediately moved out when I was 18 and never looked back. My parents have sold the home and retired, but they still disregard any happenings and tried to tell me I'm imagining things. I'm still terrified to this day of it, and I wasn't making it up, and I wish they supported me more. Yeah. Support your children, parents, when they are telling you spooky shit's happening, especially if they come to you and say, Mom, Dad, my hair was just pulled. They're probably not lying, especially if they're crying their freaking eyes out. Stop telling your kids they're crazy. Just stop telling your kids that. Stop telling them it's your imaginary friend, okay? That's not, girl, I believe in your story 110%, okay? I've been through some shit as a child, and yeah, some people are traumatized by it. Some people turn into investigators, okay? We're living different lives, but we're living the same experiences, kid. You're probably older than me, but you know. All right, girl, I love you. And thank you so much for enjoying my TikTok again. I appreciate it. Okay, much love. All right, we are on to our last story of this section of What the Fuck Not, and none of my devices besides the REM pod has gone off because my spirits are being lazy. They know I'm kidding with them, by the way. I am very sarcastic with them. They know it. They're sarcastic with me, okay? That's how we play. I'm not being sarcastic, they're being lazy. Anyways, ooh, this one's really interesting because I also live in Volusia County. Well, not anymore. I moved out of Volusia County and now live in Duval. But I used to live in Volusia County, so this one I'm excited for. Okay? Hello, I've lived in Volusia County, Florida, so I was excited to run across your page on TikTok. Florida gang. Just like you, I was born and raised in the Sunshine State. We're the Florida natives in this booklet here. Yes, brother. Yes. Let's go wrestle gators together one day, okay? All right. I used to be the biggest skeptic until I visited the creepy cemetery in an area. I've seen your video on it, and I will not give away the location for privacy reasons. I've done a couple of cemeteries, so now I'm curious to message me. I'm curious to know which one it was. I think I know. There's 2 of them. There's 2 of them that are freaking... Actually, I've never recorded the one because it's an old slave cemetery, and I don't want to be disrespectful, so I have not recorded that one, that investigation, and put it anywhere. So I think I know which one you're talking about, though. Okay. All right. I've seen your video on it, so I won't give away a location for privacy reasons. Thank you very much, guy from Florida, Volusia County, Florida. I appreciate it. I don't know your name. We're going to call you Bob. Thank you, Bob. Anyways, I went with a few of my buddies, and at first, as it was like as a huge joke. It's usually how men, I'm just kidding. About 10 minutes in, we all saw this massive shadow figure duck behind the grave, and it was the scariest shit I have ever seen. But we went over to that grave and saw it was completely destroyed. We immediately stopped with our jokes and apologized. We left and never went back. That, I definitely know what cemetery you're talking about, because this cemetery is known for that stuff. And I only posted 2 cemeteries I've been to, and the one of them does not have any experiences like this, and the other one, I've experienced something like this. But I know which one he's talking about. That's the one. That is the one cemetery that, like, I was freaked out in. Okay, that cemetery is absolutely berserk. Man, I wish I knew you then, so we could have gone together. I'm gonna message me right now when you see this video, because we should go together. I know you said you'll never go back, but like, what if you're with me? A seasoned investigator, somebody who knows how to clear the space and like not be like, I might keep you from being freaked out. Obviously, your friends, their reaction will then cater to your reaction. Everybody's freaking out, screaming and running. It's not healthy, okay? But I'm not like that. I do not scream. I do not run. Yet I've never had that happen, and I've been investigating for over 10 years. So what if we go together? Would you go then? Would you go back? Please? I want to go with you, and I'm sure I have people on here that want to see us go together. Bob, I don't know your name. So I'm calling you Bob. There's Bob, there's John. Let's name these people. So Bob, and there's John, 43 male, John, Barbara from Ohio. Who's gonna be Georgia? Who's Georgia? What's your name? Oh boy, Georgia, Martha. That's okay. I named all my followers. You should have put your name in these, because you're stuck with it now. That's your name now. Anyways, I'm probably going to end this video. My spirits have decided to go quiet unless it's the occasional EMF or REM pod. So yeah, I'm gonna go watch TV. I'm gonna go be lazy. I'm gonna go be a lazy girl. I'm gonna eat some snacks. I have a really bad headache, actually. I've had one all day, so yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for coming to my YouTube channel, checking me out, hitting me up, being super cool. If you guys want to see spooky adventures, you guys want to see more reactions or advice for paranormal stories, subscribe it. Just hit the subscribe button. Just wait. It's free. And then you just wait on the notification bell so you know every time I post. You don't want to miss it, okay? Also, look how messy. Things happen in this office, okay? Especially when it comes to video recording and editing and all that stuff. Things happen, all right? So yeah, thank you for following my TikTok. Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube, and thank you for checking out my new Instagram as well. Trying to get on the social media platforms. Like I said, I started with TikTok, so yeah. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Theo, you want to say bye? Anyways, I will see you all later, and I love you very much, okay? I love you, Boo Crew. I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Peace out.